I'm having the worst anxiety of my life, and I cannot figure out exactly why. I'm going to lose it. Okay, welcome to like real life reset, where you have anxiety for no reason. There is probably a reason, I just don't know what triggered it. I made coffee, but I haven't taken a sip because I know it's gonna get worse. Started making my lunch. It's cooling down in the kitchen. Quickly got ready, cleaned up my room a little bit, but I ended up bringing in more garbage because it's gifts for people I'm happy to buy for, but sad to spend the money on. I'm just like all over the place, and I don't like that I'm sitting on the ground in my bedroom. Oh, just need to calm down. So for those of you who are new here, I'm Dajana and I create YouTube content based off of my life as just a regular 30-something-year-old woman working as a registered dental hygienist, trying to pay off debt, just showing you behind the scenes of my life and helping you guys learn from my mistakes. I was consistently doing these monthly reset videos, but it started to feel a little redundant, and I personally felt like I wasn't doing much progress with them, and I just didn't feel like filming the same video every month. Essentially, that's kind of what it felt like to me. So I took a bit of a break from posting in general, obviously, and now I am back. I'm not saying I'm going to do these monthly resets, just kind of do whenever. There has been some changes that I felt like sharing, and it's kind of like a reset because I feel like it's gonna be very different going forward next year in 2024. All right, so for the growth of my YouTube channel, I kind of have to laugh because one of my videos we were discussing specifically about my like YouTube analytics did well, and so I thought, oh, I'll try that again, and it didn't do so well. I don't know, maybe because I'm posting more consistently, I am technically getting more views, but my numbers have slowed down and I'm losing subscribers, which is kind of what's expected when you have a viral video that goes and reaches out to people that normally wouldn't like watch your other videos and they're subscribed to this one specific one. Newsflash, real life, I'm working a full-time job. I don't make a lot of money off of YouTube, which you will see in a bit. And so me paying off my debt, which is like the video that I feel like most of you guys subscribe to, is actually very slow going for the average human being on this world working a full-time job. It is a little bit faster because I do live at home. I've cut out like a lot of expenses. I do have a higher paying job that really helps pay off debt versus if you have a substantial amount of debt but working minimum wage or lower than the cost of living in your area. It's just different. Paying off debt versus when you have a lower paying job versus middle income kind of job like me, and then a YouTube kind of payout job. All I'm saying is that my debt process is really slow, so like it's really hard for me to create these type of money videos. I don't have the knowledge or expertise to like go into other areas of finance, not yet. Maybe I might take courses in the future. Anyway, so that's my like thinking behind why I'm losing subscribers. I am gaining, so it's like evening out. It's just not propelling me forward. So people are subscribing to me for one reason or another. But I suspect it's because I don't talk about finance throughout all of my videos. So my November goal that I set out was to gain 50 subscribers. I started out the month at 1,701 and I am starting out December with 1,702. So technically I gained 1 subscriber. So my new goal for December is I'm just gonna really lowball it, 15, and hope to get that number up. In terms of revenue, my goal was $50, but I only made $34.97, which is, I think, like $1 more than what I made in October. That's a plus. My new goal for December is just to make $40, and my videos videos. Yay, I've been posting every week, so I've been consistent with that. My goal was 4. I actually posted 4. I'm going to continue with my goal of 4 videos. I'm saying this now, but I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself, and I don't think I'll do it, but I do want to add in a few extra videos just because I do have so many ideas. It's just I can't figure out the time to film and edit. I normally don't work evening shifts on Thursdays. I had to change my schedule, and so it left me with this like little bit of opening to film this. Otherwise, I don't know when I would be filming. Maybe the same day on Monday and then posting it. I don't know. It just worked out this week. So I'm trying to really get ahead with planning and editing my YouTube videos, which I have been. It's just finding the time to edit or finding the time to sit down and film has been an issue for me. In terms of shorts, I wanted to post 2. I only did 1, but I'm just going to keep the goal of 2 and then see what I get. Honestly, I'm just really proud of myself for posting those 4 videos like I said I would, and I still made some money. Hey, $34 is $34. I need to get my laptop out for this part. So going through my budget, as you all know, it's Christmas coming up. I am not a fan, to be honest, and I'm thinking about it for the past couple of years as to why I feel that way. And I think it's just because I've never had the money, and the overconsumption, consumerism just like really turned me off. It's feeling like I have to buy people presents versus just wanting to, and I hate being told what to do. Like, absolutely hate it. It just turns me off. Blah. Which is why I like hygiene, because at least I know there's like micromanaging. I've experienced it myself for a little bit, but I've found a workplace where I don't feel like I'm being told what to do. I'm kind of like left to my own devices, but someone else is in charge of my pay kind of thing. Feeling this outer pressure of like having to buy people gifts really just drives me nuts. Feel like I slightly underfunded my like gifts category, and so I'm gonna be spending more than I'd like. And honestly, like the number that I put in my budget, not really realistic. So for next year, I think I'm just gonna create a mini budget within my budget, and I'm going to allot a certain amount of money for each person that I want to give gifts to. So like I'll have a category for my mom, my dad, my sisters, the kids, basically whoever, and then I'll have like a miscellaneous section for anyone that like I don't normally buy gifts for on a regular basis, and then I will fund that throughout the year. And if I buy birthday gifts or something, I'll just like take it out from within those categories. At the very least, I'll have a budget set for each individual person and I won't go over it. This year, I kind of just like did it mentally and it didn't work out so well for me. If you've watched my other videos, my other budgeting videos, my financially secure series, I talk about how I use You Need a Budget for budgeting my expenses. I am just going to talk about quickly some big money purchases that I had to make. I bought winter tires, but I didn't buy it for my own car. We're doing a bit of a switcheroo because I don't plan to keep my car for a long time. I decided to buy winter tires for my parents' car because they own it and it's going to be there for many years to come, so we don't have to worry about whether the winter tires will fit on another car, yada yada yada. So it just made sense for me to buy winter tires for their car, and then I'm just gonna take their car when needed, like when I need to use it. That will save me gas money in the future because it's a smaller car. But yeah, originally I had like $700 planned, and then I was like kind of getting closer to winter and I was like, I feel like I didn't do my research right, which I didn't. I was just kind of basing it off of the old winter tires that I bought and bumped it up a couple $100s. So then I bumped it up to 1,000, thinking that that would be enough to cover it. No, it came out to like $1,200, and that was with the tires on sale as well. So I had to take out an extra $200 to cover the costs out of my emergency fund, which is fine. That's what it's there for. But yeah, it's sad to see that big chunk of money go. I don't like it. I did also, for the month of November, spend quite a bit of money on food. I am completely out of money in my budgeting stuff, I think. So hold on, let me just quickly calculate this out. So for the month of October, November, I spent $504.23 on food. So what I've been doing was funding my like groceries budget only, and then if I ate out, I would move the money from my grocery section to my eating out so that I wasn't budgeting like $400 for eating out and $400 for groceries. So yeah, this month was definitely a little wild, and it's because I was buying Starbucks a lot. Hence why I bought these little cute like glass cups from Amazon to take with me. They're not plastic, and they're like the perfect size for me, the perfect amount, because I was getting coffee from Starbucks and only drinking like half of it, and so that one tall cup would last me 2 days. And then I also started buying, so I would always get like banana bread from Starbucks, so I bought my own banana bread. That was way cheaper. It was like pretty much the cost of one banana loaf, and so I would slice that up for myself and then have my own cup of coffee. So I expect this amount to be way less spending any money today either. I made my own food, my own salad, it's waiting for me, and then a new month starts tomorrow, so all these categories are gonna get funded. And I saved money on gas because gas got cheaper, so I have about $70.53 left. In terms of gifts, I had budgeted $200, and I knew that wasn't really going to be enough. And so far I've spent $257.26. So I've been adding into that category from other places. So like I've taken it out of like my miscellaneous category. Anything that's like left over, I'm moving it over to gifts. I still have like a few more to buy, so I'm definitely gonna have to add more for December. And yeah, next year I'm just gonna try and be more prepared for it. Anyway, you guys, I have to get to work. I'm running late. I'm just gonna finish this video in a second. One sec. Psych, I'm back. So yeah, it's been a day or two since I finished or last filmed, and I never got a chance to actually finish the video because I just had such bad anxiety that once I got to work, I honestly just couldn't think about any goals or anything. Like I just had to try and get through the day. So here I am in the exact same spot a few days later, just trying to get through the day with anxiety still. I cannot figure what is going on with me. I have coffee. I haven't taken a sip yet, so I know that it's not the coffee right now that's bothering me. Definitely dealing with like ADHD paralysis, where I just feel like I can't get started on anything. I don't know. Anyway, just to continue on with my reset, I just wanted to go over exactly how much I made in November specifically and from what. So $6,518.38 was just from my hygiene job working at offices, right? So that's 2 offices, full-time, Monday to Friday, and 2 Saturdays of the month. And then I made $8.22 in interest. Yay. That's in a 5% interest savings account. Actually, I think I talked about this in another video, but I'm gonna transfer it over to a promotional savings account at another bank. So I'm hoping to make some more interest off of that in the future. And then for YouTube, I got paid out. So if you don't know, with YouTube, you only get paid out if you've hit over the $100 threshold, and I got paid once back in June, and then it's taken me July, August, September, October, like 5 months to get paid out again. And so $128.56 is what I've accumulated. So I'm hoping that I can hit the $100 threshold every month. I don't think I will this month, at least, for this pay period, but maybe in the future. Anyway, so that comes to a grand total blah, blah, blah. That comes to a grand total of $6,655.76 that I've made. And that is quite a lot actually for me. I don't usually make that much monthly, so I'm very happy with that. I was feeling a little anxious in terms of paying off my debt. I'm gonna go into that in a separate video where I mainly like break down everything that I made and spent for the month of November. And then I actually have some news about my debt and going forward for a mortgage on a place. So yeah, I'm excited to update you guys that. Stay tuned, subscribe if you want to get alerted, hit that notification bell, because that will be my next video where I just kind of let you guys know what's going on with my mortgage and stuff like that, house buying and thoughts. Yeah, because I don't want to make this video too long. So I've created this little Google Goals sheet. I've mentioned it previously in other videos, but I've been updating it weekly and I'm making like tweaks to it constantly to see like whatever works for me. Yeah, I've been liking it so far. I started at the weekly goals. Whatever I don't complete, I just move it over to the next week. I have 7 slots, so that's to kind of help me do one goal a day of the week. It doesn't always happen that way, but I do also have the ability to like rearrange things and add more if I want. I keep this goal sheet to be more about the really important things that make me happy. So I have like vacuum on there, and I don't know what it is about vacuum. I genuinely love vacuuming. It doesn't feel like a chore to me at all. And if I could, I would vacuum like multiple times a day. I would love a vacuum just for my room. I love vacuuming. I just haven't had a lot of time, and because I live with other people, when I want to vacuum, which is like in the middle of the night or right before I go to bed, it's obviously not very nice of me to do that, so I don't. So and I'm not allowed to do any cleaning or anything like that on Sundays for other people's religious reasons that I respect. So I just, yeah, do what I can on my time off, and I put vacuum on there because it makes me happy. And then walking is also really important to me. I'm gonna try and go for a walk after this because it's raining and it sounds very nice outside. It's more the rain sound that, like, I don't know, that just calms me down a lot. So yeah, vacuum and walking, the two, I know it's weird, but it really does make me feel like I am more put together, have my shit together when I have these two on my weekly goals and I get to check them off. Plan, edit, and post YouTube video. Doing that right now. I know it's a little last minute, but I decided to give myself a rest from filming because I didn't want to put makeup on. I didn't want to really talk. I honestly just wanted to lay in bed and not focus so much on the filming part. I did edit, which was fine. It took me all day, but that's because I kept just going on my phone and doing whatever else I wanted to do. So it wasn't that big of a deal. And then I also wanted to input my income into a spreadsheet. So sorry, my legs are going numb, so I'm gonna just have to hold you guys here. I originally wanted to put all my like income into my own spreadsheet with one column like before taxes, one column after, and I honestly didn't think it was worth my time. I will start it for the new year, but because this year's almost over and I'm gonna get a T4 soon and my taxes done, I wanted to save my time for something else. I also wanted to complete mortgage paperwork. I am waiting for some stuff from my employers, like a letter of employment basically is what I need for them. So they're just taking their sweet time on that. So I haven't been able to complete it. Wanted to create a short, didn't do that either. Email realtors, didn't do that either. So that's just all gonna go into next week's or this coming week's goal list. The email realtors is important, but I feel like I'm not gonna get to it this week either because I'm honestly super anxious about finding out how much I am going to have for a mortgage. And just been like looking at, like I've said this before, but looking at real estate websites kind of makes me really upset, gives me anxiety, which is probably why my anxiety has been so bad lately. Like on top of other things, it's just making it worse. And it's because I feel like I'm not gonna qualify for a little less than $500,000, which like makes sense, but it makes me sad because I can't afford anything. And the only thing that I can possibly afford, is really old buildings that might end up costing me way more because they're due for like roof repairs. Their strata costs are absolutely insane, and it's just not in like a nice area of town that I think I would feel safe living in. So it's just like so much that is like writing on this whole getting a mortgage thing. Emailing realtors is like really my last priority. If I get to it, I get to it. I'm just gonna probably keep moving it because I know it's something that I need to do. And it's just so that I can get a feel for what realtor I like, and if they can keep an eye out for any like new build constructions that are coming up, because if that's what I'm gonna have to do, but I have to wait like another year or so longer while it's being built, I am also gonna start thinking about renting out a place in that area then, because I can't do that drive. And I'm looking for local realtors just because having to drive out there if they're from another area, they know the area best. Nothing's set in stone. I also created a monthly tab. So my goals for December in terms of my monthly goals, personal, I haven't really thought too much about it, but I would like to stop ruminating. It really does make my anxiety worse, and it just really sets everything else on fire in my life, which I really am trying to not do. Spend less time on the phone, which means just mindless scrolling. Like if I'm in bed and I'm tired, why am I scrolling? If I'm gonna be my phone, I should be doing something productive or just like go to sleep or read a book, you know? So in terms of goals for December in finances, I do want to look at other ways of bringing in more money. I've done things before, like try and sell digital products that I've created, but it's always been my own fear of being judged or like not doing things properly that's always stopped me from pushing it further or like actually doing it. So like I really want to try and get myself to doing that again without this like pressure to make money, which is what I had before. Before I started working hygiene, I was like in this weird spot waiting for my license and like being completely broke, having to live off my credit cards. And I was like, nah, I need to make money. I'm trying to figure this out. And so I felt like all this pressure was on me to get products and multiple products. And so I am just going to do it slowly and one step at a time. So I think I want to take the month to plan everything out and not feel like I need to have this unnecessary pressure or unrealistic timeline of when things need to be done, and more so looking at as a way to prove to myself that I can do something like this and make money, and that the stuff that I create is actually interesting to watch or worth buying, yada yada yada. So if you guys are interested in seeing the process of that, the real life behind the scenes, because there are a lot of YouTube videos talking about how to make money online, and they make it sound so simple and easy, but it's actually really hard work. And so if you're interested in seeing someone that isn't trying to sell you on the fact that you can make money this way, let me know. Those videos are great in terms of helping motivate people, giving them ideas on how to make money, and if you're really determined, you can. But at the same time, it's kind of like YouTube channels that are focused on telling you how to make money off of YouTube, like showing you their analytics and stuff like that. It doesn't help for the average person or someone in a different niche. Or I hope my point is coming across, that I would like to see personally an average, normal person that's not doing it for the sake of making views on YouTube or for like a video idea, genuinely just trying to make extra income and showing you guys like how hard it actually is. I just thought it would be interesting to show kind of like the behind the scenes of someone that actually works 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, Saturdays as well, has other responsibilities, doesn't have all the time in the world to focus on editing videos and or creating products to sell all day long, and see how much you can actually make off of selling products with like minimal effort without putting too much strain on yourself. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you're interested in that. It's not gonna be pretty aesthetic. It'll probably just like be quick updates and being like, ugh, this is like what I'm dealing with and this is what I'm trying to do, blah blah blah. I have a physical health category that is more along the lines of like how I'm feeling, so like trying to deal with my anxiety. Well, that's a personal category as well. The physical health, like the anxiety keeps me up at night, so I don't get as much sleep. Therefore, I'm tired. I have a huge issue with taking my vitamins daily because I know I need to eat them with food, but I don't eat anything in the morning and then I forget. So it's been a struggle. I take them pretty much like every other day, sometimes every 3 days. But yeah, it's something that I really struggle with. So I'm gonna also try and create a habit tracker for myself so I can go in and check like every day that I did it, just so I can see, because if you don't know, I've had weight loss surgery, and part of that is that I need to take vitamins for the rest of my life. Mental health, honestly, like this all just like ties in together, to be honest. I might change these categories in the future, but yeah, these are just kind of what I was thinking of mental health wise. I really just need to relax, learn to relax, because I just feel like if I'm not doing something, I feel guilty. And if I don't wake up early, like I let myself sleep in, I feel guilty because I'm most productive in the morning. And so I just need to be aware that I am burnt out. I'm still recovering from it. But my philosophy, or what I've learned through my own researching on how to deal with burnout, is not necessarily just go to sleep and like rest or whatever and like not do anything. It's more about changing your habits and practices that got you to burnout in the first place. So yeah, I'll be working on that, learning to relax and changing like the way that I do things in the morning, trying to set myself up for success for the next day kind of thing. And then I have organizational. I really want to get all my paperwork organized. It's all pretty much contained into like 2 little areas, but I want to just like go through them all and organize them a bit, because I don't have a filing system. Once I get my place of my own, I'm gonna have my own little office area. That's one of my dreams, my vision board dreams, to have my own little office and have all my paperwork there, and then inputting anything into spreadsheets that I need to, just so that I have more organization and clearing stuff off of my laptop. So, and then I also have annual tab and a 5-year tab. I haven't started those yet, so I'll let you know when I do. Anyway, this month is going to be super busy with holiday stuff. I'm just not gonna be too hard on myself if I don't get things done. I've said this before, but YouTube usually falls to the back burner whenever I am overwhelmed. I'm trying to get ahead of that by filming multiple videos ahead of time so that I am not scrambling on the Sunday/Monday, the day that I post, to get things done. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that there for my reset video. Oops. Try to fix this. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.